Have you ever caught your reflection in the mirror and felt a pang of frustration, noticing dark spots or patches that seem to appear overnight? For so many of us, these age spots feel like unwelcome reminders of years spent under the sun. Decades of family picnics, gardening, or simply enjoying a morning walk. It can feel discouraging to realize that no matter how many expensive creams you've tried, those stubborn marks refuse to fade, and sometimes they even multiply. But what if tonight, right in your kitchen, you could mix up a simple, affordable remedy that makes a difference? Something that seniors all across America are using to restore confidence and bring back a brighter, more even skin tone. This isn't about chasing youth or hiding who you are. It's about reclaiming your sense of self every time you look in the mirror. In this video, you'll discover the step-by-step method for a castor oil paste that's transforming skin for older adults, plus the one secret ingredient that most people miss. An ingredient that could finally give you real, lasting results. So, if you're tired of empty promises and ready for real change, keep watching. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Stage 1. Understanding the root cause of age spots. If you're over 65, chances are you've looked at your hands or face one morning and spotted a new patch of brown or gray that wasn't there the night before. Maybe it started as a small, barely noticeable speck and, over time, became a stubborn, dark spot that seemed to settle in for good. Age spots, sometimes called liver spots or sunspots, are a common, almost universal part of growing older. But why do they appear, even if you've always been careful, always worn hats or slathered on sunscreen for years? To really understand why age spots show up, let's step back for a moment and talk about how our skin changes with time. When we're young, our skin is like a self-cleaning oven. It sheds old cells quickly, repairs itself with amazing speed, and rarely shows the signs of all those afternoons spent outside. But as we move into our 50s, 60s, and beyond, that process slows down. Instead of renewing itself every month or so, our skin's natural turnover can stretch out to 2, even 3 months. That means old cells, damaged by the sun or time, stick around much longer than they used to. Now, let's talk about the real culprit behind those spots: melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives our skin its color, protects us from UV rays, and, ironically, creates those stubborn patches as we age. When you're younger, melanin is distributed evenly, giving you a healthy glow and, maybe, a light tan after a vacation. But as the years go by, sun exposure and the natural aging process trigger something different. The cells responsible for melanin, called melanocytes, become a little unpredictable. Instead of spreading pigment evenly, they start dumping it in little clusters, especially in the areas most exposed to light. The backs of your hands, your face, your shoulders. Years of gardening, fishing, walking the dog, or simply enjoying the sunshine add up. Little by little, those UV rays break through your skin's defenses. When we're young, our skin repairs this damage quickly, but as we age, the repair system slows down, and the effects start to accumulate. You may have worn sunscreen faithfully, but even the best routines can't erase the decades of summer afternoons and outdoor adventures. It's not just the sun, either. Environmental factors, from harsh weather to air pollution, can aggravate your skin, making it more likely for melanin to cluster and create dark patches. And believe it or not, even light streaming through your living room windows can be enough to trigger spots over time, especially if you spend hours in your favorite chair, reading or enjoying a crossword in the morning light. Most people don't realize that UVA rays pass right through glass, and they're active from sunrise to sunset, all year round. Ruth Henderson, a 65-year-old from Tampa, Florida, learned this lesson the hard way. Despite using sunscreen and covering up for her daily walks, she noticed new spots forming every few months. It wasn't until she started moving her morning reading chair away from the sunny window and drawing the curtains during peak hours that she finally saw a difference. For Ruth, as for so many others, The source of the problem wasn't just outdoor sun, but the daily, quiet exposure she'd never thought about. But sun and light exposure are only part of the story. Another factor is how our skin naturally slows down its cell turnover. When you're 20, your skin makes a full turnover about every 28 days, so any minor damage, pigmentation, or sunburn is quickly replaced by healthy new skin. By 60, this cycle can slow to 84 days or more, meaning any clusters of melanin that form will stick around much longer. Without intervention, these dark patches become a fixture, not a fleeting annoyance. This is why so many over-the-counter creams and expensive serums don't live up to their promises. Most only work on the surface, trying to bleach or lighten the top layer of skin, but never reaching the deeper layers where the clusters of melanin really form. Age spots aren't a simple stain you can wipe away. They're embedded in the architecture of your skin, laid down over months or years. To truly address them, you have to reach those deeper layers, which means penetrating past the surface. Another often overlooked cause is inflammation and irritation from daily life. Even well-meaning skincare routines, scrubbing too hard, using harsh soaps, or applying products with strong chemicals, can trigger the skin's natural defense mechanism, making more melanin. Our skin sees irritation as a threat and responds by building up more pigment as a shield, which can make age spots even darker. For those of us in our golden years, another enemy is lurking: blue light. We think of screens as a modern convenience, but the blue light from phones, tablets, and computers can also encourage the production of melanin over time. That means even if you spend your afternoons inside, scrolling through photos of the grandkids, you're still exposed to the type of light that can cause new spots to form. All of these factors, sun, time, environment, even our favorite devices, come together to create the perfect storm for age spots. But the story doesn't end there. Just because age spots are common, that doesn't mean you have to live with them, or that nothing can be done. The first and most crucial step is to understand what you're fighting. Not just the dark mark you see in the mirror, but years of accumulated melanin, slowed down skin renewal, and the lingering effects of daily exposure. Once you know the root cause, you can start to protect yourself. That means not only treating the existing spots, but making small changes in your routine to prevent new ones from forming. Begin with simple, consistent protection. A broad-spectrum sunscreen every morning, even if you're planning to stay indoors. Look for SPF 30 or higher, and apply it to the backs of your hands, your face, and any other exposed skin. Draw the curtains or use UV-blocking window film to cut down on the light coming through glass. Wear a hat when you're out in the garden or walking the dog, and opt for long sleeves on sunny days. These little habits, added up over weeks and months, can make a tremendous difference. Finally, remember that the journey to clearer, more even skin isn't about perfection. It's about understanding how your skin works, what it's been through, and giving it the care it needs moving forward. Age spots may be a natural sign of a life well lived, but with the right knowledge, you can take control, helping your skin look and feel its best at any age. The next time you look in the mirror, let it be with understanding, not frustration, knowing that the story of those spots is one you can rewrite, starting today. Stage 2. The science behind castor oil's unique power. If you ask around any community of folks over 65, you'll probably hear stories about all the different creams, ointments, and miracle serums they've tried for their skin over the years. From drugstore bargains to pricey bottles from the dermatologist, it seems like everyone spent a small fortune hoping to turn back the clock, or at least slow it down a little. But time after time, disappointment sets in. The brown spots remain. The patches stay stubborn. For many, that's where the tale of castor oil begins, a humble remedy that's been hiding in plain sight, right on the shelves of old-fashioned pharmacies for generations. For decades, castor oil was best known as a folk remedy for everything from dry scalp to stomach troubles. But not everyone realized that this thick, golden oil is a powerhouse for mature skin, especially when it comes to fading age spots and restoring a more even tone. So, what makes castor oil so different from all those expensive creams, And why does it work so well for older adults? The answer comes down to science, and to a unique natural ingredient that makes castor oil stand out from the rest. At the heart of castor oil's effectiveness is something called ricinoleic acid. While the name might sound a little intimidating, it's simply a rare fatty acid that makes up about 85 to 90% of castor oil's makeup. Think of ricinoleic acid as a tiny, powerful key, one that unlocks your skin's defenses and goes where other ingredients can't. It's this molecule that gives castor oil its rich, almost sticky texture and its deep penetrating ability. Unlike coconut oil, olive oil, or almond oil, which mostly sit on top of the skin, castor oil can dive much deeper. Research from places like Harvard Medical School has shown that ricinoleic acid can penetrate the skin barrier up to 10 times more effectively than other popular oils. This means that instead of just sitting on the surface, castor oil can deliver healing compounds down to the dermal layers, right where those pesky age spots start. But that's not all. Ricinoleic acid isn't just a passenger. It acts as a carrier, helping other beneficial ingredients hitch a ride deep into the skin. It dissolves stubborn pigment clusters and gently nudges your body's healing process into gear. It reduces inflammation, soothes irritation, and creates the perfect environment for new, healthy skin cells to take root. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. This deep-reaching effect is a game-changer for seniors, whose skin naturally gets thinner, drier, and less resilient with each passing decade. Our natural repair systems slow down, and our skin doesn't bounce back from daily wear and tear the way it did when we were young. That's why castor oil's unique penetration is so important. Instead of masking the problem or working only on the surface, it gets right to the heart of what's causing those dark patches and age spots. But there's more to castor oil than just its chemistry. Its anti-inflammatory properties are especially helpful for mature skin, which is often more prone to redness, itching, and irritation. As we age, our skin can become sensitive to soaps, lotions, or even water. Many over-the-counter products that promise to lighten dark spots actually contain harsh chemicals or fragrances that end up making things worse. Castor oil is different. It calms angry skin, softens rough patches, and promotes natural healing, gently and without side effects. Then, there's another fascinating aspect to castor oil: its ability to promote lymphatic drainage and stimulate collagen production. In plain English, this means it helps your skin clear out toxins and waste, while at the same time supporting the production of new, springy collagen fibers. Collagen is what keeps skin smooth and elastic, and the loss of collagen is a big reason why mature skin develops wrinkles and becomes fragile. By supporting both drainage and regeneration, castor oil gives skin a helping hand where it needs it most. Yet, not all castor oil is created equal. The quality of the oil makes a huge difference. Many people have tried castor oil from a drugstore and seen little to no improvement. That's often because cheaper oils are extracted using heat or harsh chemicals like hexane. These processes can destroy the very compounds, like ricinoleic acid, that make castor oil effective in the first place. Some brands even add artificial preservatives, fragrances, or thickeners that can irritate aging skin. That's why, if you want to see results, it pays to invest in a cold-pressed, organic, hexane-free castor oil. This kind of oil is extracted slowly, without high heat or chemicals, preserving the natural nutrients and keeping the oil as pure as possible. It's the difference between squeezing a fresh orange and drinking sugary orange soda. The real stuff is always better for you. David Thompson, a 72-year-old from Oregon, learned this lesson the hard way. He bought a generic bottle of castor oil from his local supermarket, used it faithfully every night, and waited weeks without a single change. Frustrated, he did some research and found out his oil was processed with heat and contained additives. He switched to a cold-pressed, organic brand, and in less than 2 weeks, he began to notice his age spots softening and his skin becoming more hydrated. Sometimes, the simplest changes make the biggest difference. For best results, Store your castor oil in a cool, dark place, like a bathroom cabinet, and make sure to replace it every 6 months or so. Natural oils can lose their power if they're exposed to light or heat for too long. And always check the label for purity. You want a short list of ingredients, ideally, just one. In the end, the power of castor oil isn't magic, but it might feel that way once you see your skin start to brighten and smooth out. It's the careful science behind nature, ricinoleic acid doing the heavy lifting, anti-inflammatory agents calming your skin, and gentle support for your body's ability to heal. For older adults, it's a quiet revolution, a simple, time-tested oil offering hope and results when so many other solutions have failed. So next time you open that humble bottle of castor oil, remember, you're giving your skin more than moisture. You're unlocking a deep, healing process that speaks to years of wisdom, nature's gift, refined by science, ready to bring out the best in you at any age. Stage 3. Preparing your skin for optimal results. After decades of living, our skin holds the memories of every sunny picnic, every joyful laugh, every late-night conversation under porch lights. It also holds onto things we'd rather let go, like stubborn age spots, rough patches, or the slow buildup of dullness that seems to settle in as the years pass. If you've ever felt frustrated that even the best creams and remedies don't seem to work, you're not alone. For so many of us, the missing piece isn't the product itself. It's how we prepare our skin before we even begin. Think of your skin as a beautiful old quilt. When it's fresh and clean, every stitch and patch shows its best colors. But if it's covered in dust or layers of old fabric, even the most vibrant dyes can't reach the threads underneath. Our skin works much the same way. As we get older, the process that naturally sheds old skin cells slows down. In our 20s, our skin would shed and renew itself every month without us giving it a second thought. But after 60, that cycle stretches, sometimes taking nearly 3 months for our skin to fully renew. This means dead skin cells can pile up, making our faces look dull, rough, and uneven. This buildup is more than just a cosmetic nuisance, it's a real barrier. Imagine trying to water a garden when the soil is packed hard and dry. The water simply rolls off, unable to nourish the roots. In the same way, any oil or cream you apply, no matter how powerful, can't penetrate deeply if it has to fight through layers of old cells, natural oils, and everyday dust from the world around us. That's why preparing your skin is more than just a nice idea. It's essential for real, lasting results. And the good news? You don't need expensive spa treatments or fancy gadgets to do it. The best preparation begins with a few gentle, mindful steps right at home. Let's start with cleansing. It's tempting to grab whatever soap is on hand, but as we age, our skin becomes more delicate and easily irritated. Harsh soaps or those with heavy perfumes strip away the natural oils our skin desperately needs. Instead, reach for a mild, fragrance-free cleanser, something gentle, creamy, and formulated for sensitive skin. Warm water, never hot, is best, as hot water can dry out your skin further, leaving it tight and uncomfortable. Take your time and treat this as a small act of self-care, massaging the cleanser in gentle circles to lift away dirt, sweat, and the residue from yesterday's adventures. Once your skin is clean, it's time for the most important and often skipped step, gentle exfoliation. Now, don't worry, this doesn't mean scrubbing your face raw or using harsh, grainy scrubs like you may have done in your younger days. Mature skin needs kindness. Use a soft washcloth, dampened with warm water, and gently move it in small, circular motions over your skin. This simple motion helps whisk away the stubborn layer of dead cells that likes to cling on as we age. For especially sensitive skin, a hypoallergenic, disposable cleansing pad can work wonders. Avoid strong chemical exfoliants or anything labeled as deep cleaning. These can damage your skin's protective barrier and make pigmentation worse. Timing is everything. After you've finished cleansing and gentle exfoliation, your skin is at its most receptive. Experts say you have a window of about 10 to 15 minutes when your skin is primed to absorb whatever you apply next. This is the golden moment for your castor oil treatment. If you wait too long, your skin's natural defenses will start to rebuild the barrier, and the oil won't be able to work its magic as deeply. Carol Martinez, a vibrant 70-year-old grandmother from Denver, discovered the difference this step can make. For months, she applied her castor oil mixture every night, faithfully rubbing it into her age spots. She grew discouraged when nothing changed. It wasn't until her daughter, a nurse, suggested the importance of proper preparation that Carol tried something new. She started washing her face with a gentle soap each evening, using a soft cloth to gently exfoliate, and then applied her treatment within minutes of patting her skin dry. The change was almost immediate. Her skin became softer, brighter, and over the next few weeks, those stubborn spots finally began to fade. It's not just the act of preparing your skin, but the way you do it that matters. Pat your face dry with a clean, soft towel. Don't rub or pull. Wait a couple of minutes for your skin's moisture balance to settle, but don't let it dry out completely. A little dampness can help with absorption, acting like a gateway for the oil to travel deeper. And preparation isn't limited to your face. The backs of your hands, your forearms, even your chest and neck can all benefit from the same gentle treatment. These areas often show age and sun damage just as much, if not more, than our faces. They, too, deserve the same kindness and care. As we age, we also collect invisible layers of other things. Leftover residue from moisturizers, sunscreen, makeup, or even the natural oils our skin produces. These layers can quietly build up and block new treatments from doing their job. That's why, every so often, it's good to take a little extra time to cleanse, using gentle, circular motions to encourage blood flow and lymphatic drainage. Not only does this make your skin more receptive to healing ingredients, but it also feels deeply soothing, like a gentle massage at the end of a long day. Environmental factors, too, can play a part. If you spend time in a city or near busy roads, pollution and tiny particles can cling to your skin, settling into creases and pores. Gentle cleansing every evening helps sweep these away, protecting your skin from hidden harm and setting the stage for repair. Finally, remember, preparation is not about punishment or scrubbing away the years. It's a ritual of kindness, a way to honor the stories your skin tells while inviting in new beginnings. It's about giving your skin the best possible chance to heal, renew, and shine, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. By making gentle cleansing and light exfoliation a regular habit, you open the door for real change. Your skin becomes ready to receive every nourishing drop of castor oil, every healing touch. So, before you reach for that bottle of oil or your favorite homemade remedy tonight, pause for just a moment. Treat your skin the way you treat a cherished keepsake, with patience, with care, and with the respect it's earned over a lifetime. That's the secret to unlocking not just beautiful results, but a sense of confidence and comfort that radiates from the inside out. Stage 4. The secret absorption enhancer for maximum effectiveness. For years, countless older adults have searched for that magic solution to erase age spots, trying everything from department store serums to complicated dermatologist routines. Many wind up disappointed, wondering why even the best oils and creams seem to just sit on top of the skin, barely making a dent in those stubborn patches. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. But what if the real key to unlocking your skin's potential isn't just what you put on it, but how you help it get to where it's needed most? Let's step into the heart of the secret: absorption. Think of your skin like a house with a strong front door, one that's grown thicker and sturdier over the years. It's great at keeping out the cold and dust, but it's also very good at keeping even the most nourishing remedies from getting inside. When it comes to treating age spots, the trick isn't just about using the right ingredients. It's about finding a way to gently unlock the door, allowing those ingredients to truly sink in and do their work. And here's where a little-known, yet surprisingly simple, addition can make all the difference: fine-grained sea salt. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, Please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. At first, this idea might sound odd. After all, most of us were taught to avoid scrubbing our skin, especially as it gets more delicate with age. But the beauty of fine-grained sea salt isn't about roughness or abrasion. It's about subtle, natural enhancement. Sea salt, when chosen carefully and used in just the right amount, acts as a gentle ally, working with your skin instead of against it. Let's break down why this matters. As we get older, not only does our skin's surface become thicker with dead cells, but the barrier itself can become tougher, almost like a stubborn lock on a garden gate. Even the powerful ricinoleic acid in castor oil can struggle to break through, especially if applied on its own. Most people, eager for results, simply slather on oil and hope for the best. It often leads to disappointment as the treatment sits on top, unable to reach the real source of the spots, the deeper dermal layers where melanin is clustered. That's why the secret absorption enhancer, a pinch of fine-grained sea salt, changes everything. When you add a little sea salt to your castor oil, you're doing two important things at once. First, you're creating a gentle, temporary opening in the skin's outermost layer, just enough to let the good stuff through. This isn't about scrubbing or scratching. The fine, almost silky grains create tiny micropores, letting the castor oil's healing molecules slip beneath the surface. Second, sea salt is naturally rich in minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, and zinc. These not only help your skin absorb treatments more deeply, but they also support your skin's repair process, reducing inflammation, encouraging cell renewal, and helping moisture stay put. The result? A skin environment that's more open to healing, more receptive to change, and far less likely to react with irritation or redness. But not all salt is created equal. This is an area where detail matters. Coarse kitchen salt or bath salts have rough, jagged edges that can tear at mature skin, leaving you red, irritated, and sometimes even worse off than when you began. Table salt, often full of additives like anti-caking agents and iodine, can interfere with natural healing. Instead, seek out fine-grained sea salt, pure, food-grade, and without any extras. The uniform, tiny grains dissolve beautifully in oil and glide over the skin with gentle precision. You don't need much. Less is often more. Start with a single teaspoon of cold-pressed, organic castor oil and add a pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, of fine-grained sea salt. Stir until the mixture becomes a slightly gritty, but spreadable paste. It should feel soft and gentle, never scratchy or rough. Before you dive in, do a quick patch test on the inside of your forearm, just to be sure your skin is happy with the blend. If after 24 hours you notice no irritation, you're good to go. When you're ready, apply the paste in slow, circular motions over the age spots you want to target. Imagine you're coaxing open a door, not forcing your way in. This is a chance to slow down and show your skin a little kindness. Leave the mixture on overnight if you can. This gives the ricinoleic acid and minerals ample time to work together beneath the surface. In the morning, rinse gently with lukewarm water, pat dry, and let your skin breathe. Many seniors who have tried this approach are genuinely surprised by how much more effective their treatment becomes. The story of a woman named Janet comes to mind, a 68-year-old from Phoenix who had battled dark spots for years. She was skeptical at first, but followed the advice. Proper cleansing, gentle exfoliation, and then the new salt-infused castor oil paste. Within just over a week, her skin was visibly brighter, and the stubborn marks that once made her self-conscious were finally starting to fade. She couldn't believe how a pinch of sea salt could make such a big difference, after so many products and procedures had left her disappointed. Science backs up this experience. Dermatology research shows that mineral-rich sea salt increases the absorption of topical treatments by up to 300%, allowing more of the active ingredients to reach deeper into the skin. The salt doesn't just open doors. It brings its healing powers, soothing, hydrating, and nourishing the skin in ways no synthetic chemical ever could. Of course, every skin is different. Some folks may feel a slight tingling sensation the first time they try this method. That's often a sign the salt is doing its job, but if it ever becomes uncomfortable, simply reduce the amount of salt or try a more diluted mixture. The goal is always gentle support, not irritation. It's funny, sometimes the simplest things we have in our kitchens and take for granted, hold the greatest power. The humble sea salt, paired with nature's gift of castor oil, becomes an unbeatable team in the quest for clearer, more even skin. So, as you start your journey with this secret enhancer, remember, real transformation doesn't come from force, but from understanding and working with your body's wisdom. A little patience, a little preparation, and just the right touch of nature's minerals might be all you need to unlock the results you've been seeking for years. Your skin has been protecting you for a lifetime. Now, you can finally give it the breakthrough it's been waiting for, all with a pinch of salt and a spirit of hope. Stage 5. Mastering the perfect application technique. Once you've discovered the secret blend of castor oil and fine-grained sea salt, there's a sense of excitement, hopeful anticipation that maybe, just maybe, this will be the turning point in your journey to clearer, brighter skin. But just like baking the perfect loaf of bread or planting a new rose bush, the technique matters as much as the ingredients themselves. Many people try natural remedies for their age spots and give up too soon, not realizing that how you apply your treatment can make all the difference in the world. Let's start with the basics. Consistency and patience. The skin, especially as we get older, has its slow rhythm. It needs gentle reminders, not forceful demands. The most effective approach is to turn your nightly application into a calming ritual. Something you do for yourself, not just for your skin. Set aside a few minutes each evening in the quiet of your bathroom or bedroom, away from distractions. Think of it as a way to close out your day with a little care and intention. Begin by warming your hands, maybe by rubbing them together or running them briefly under warm water. This simple step isn't just about comfort. It helps the castor oil become more fluid and easier to spread. If the weather is cold and your oil has thickened, you can warm the container slightly in a cup of warm water for a minute or two. Avoid microwaving or overheating. Just bring it to a pleasant, skin-friendly temperature. When your oil is warm and your skin is ready, it's time to mix in your pinch of sea salt, forming a smooth, slightly gritty paste. Now, take a pea-sized amount of your paste and focus on one spot at a time. Instead of dabbing it on with your fingertip, use the pads of your fingers to gently massage the paste into your skin using small, circular motions. This movement isn't random. It's based on science. Gentle circles encourage blood flow, stimulate lymphatic drainage, and help the active ingredients penetrate deeper layers of the skin. The circular motion also ensures an even spread of the paste, coating the entire area you want to treat. Avoid pressing too hard. Mature skin is like delicate linen, strong but easily bruised by rough handling. Think of how you might need a soft dough or smooth out a wrinkle in a favorite old shirt. It's the light, steady touch that does the best work. Massage the paste in for about 60 to 90 seconds per spot. This not only helps the skin absorb the treatment, but it also turns the ritual into a soothing, mindful practice. You might find yourself looking forward to these quiet minutes as a form of gentle meditation. After applying, resist the temptation to rinse it off too soon. Castor oil and sea salt need time to work their magic. The ideal is to leave the paste on overnight, allowing the active compounds to break down pigment clusters and encourage your skin's natural renewal process while you sleep. If you're worried about the paste rubbing off onto your sheets, there's a simple solution. Cover the treated area with a thin, breathable cotton cloth or slip a light glove over your hands. For the face, you might use a piece of medical tape to secure a small cotton pad over the spot. These extra steps are worth it. They ensure the paste stays put, maximizing contact and results. Timing matters more than most people realize. Evening applications work best. As you settle into sleep, your blood flow increases and your skin shifts into repair mode. This is when healing happens most efficiently, making nighttime the perfect window for your treatment. In the morning, Simply rinse the area with lukewarm water. Never hot, as this can strip away your skin's natural moisture. Use a soft towel to gently pat the skin dry. But the technique goes beyond the hands. The mindset you bring is important, too. Instead of approaching your age spots with frustration or impatience, treat this time as an act of self-respect. You're not just fighting spots, you're honoring the journey your skin has taken and supporting its continued renewal. Let me share the story of Eleanor Jackson from Michigan. At 72, Eleanor had tried nearly every trick in the book for her hand spots. For months, she rubbed castor oil onto her skin, only to see little change. Then she learned about the right technique, the importance of warming the oil, the power of gentle circles, and the benefit of leaving the paste on overnight. She even bought a pair of soft cotton gloves to wear to bed. Within 2 weeks, Eleanor noticed the spots fading and her skin feeling softer than it had in years. More than that, she found herself enjoying the ritual, ending each day with a little moment of calm and self-care. If you're treating spots on your face, be extra gentle around the eyes and mouth, where the skin is thinnest. Don't forget other areas that show age, like the backs of your hands, forearms, or chest. These places tell your story, and they deserve your attention, too. And remember, progress is gradual. You may not see a dramatic change in a few days, but with consistent, careful application, your skin will respond. Take weekly photos in the same light to track your progress. It's easy to forget how far you've come until you look back. Along the way, celebrate the small wins. A patch that's a shade lighter, a softer feel to your skin, a new sense of confidence in showing your hands. If you ever feel tingling, mild redness, or sensitivity, simply adjust your formula. Use a little less salt, or skip a night to let your skin rest. Your skin knows best. The goal is always gentle support, not aggression. Mastering the perfect application technique is about more than mechanics. It's about approaching yourself with care, patience, and trust. Each evening you set aside for this ritual, you're investing in your well-being. You're building not just clearer skin, but also a sense of hope and comfort in your own body. So tonight, as you begin your treatment, take a deep breath and remember, the journey matters as much as the result. With the right technique, a little patience, and a touch of kindness, you're giving your skin and yourself the very best chance to shine. Stage 6. Setting realistic timelines and expectations. If there's one thing life teaches us, it's the value of patience. Over the years, we learned that the best things, real love, deep friendships, a flourishing garden, even a favorite home-cooked meal, can't be rushed. The same holds when it comes to restoring your skin and fading those stubborn age spots. As tempting as it is to hope for overnight miracles, the truth is that real, lasting change takes time, especially for mature skin that's lived a long and beautiful story. It's only natural to feel eager once you've started a new skincare routine. You might find yourself checking the mirror each morning, searching for any sign of progress, hoping that the spots you've come to dislike are finally on their way out. But our skin, like the rest of us, operates on its timeline, one that's shaped by years of sun, genetics, and the natural slowing down that comes with age. Let's be honest. Many of us have been disappointed by the bold promises of creams and treatments that swear you'll look years younger in just days. Maybe you've tried a pricey serum that claimed to erase dark spots almost instantly, only to discover it did little more than lighten your wallet. It's easy to feel discouraged, but that disappointment isn't a sign that you can't see results. It's simply a reminder to shift your expectations and honor the gentle pace of real healing. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Understanding the way skin renews itself is a great place to start. When you were in your 20s or 30s, your skin renewed itself roughly every 28 days. Old cells sloughed off, and fresh new ones appeared, leaving you with a youthful glow. By the time you reach 60 or 70, this process slows dramatically. Now, your skin might take 60, 70, or even 84 days to fully turn over. That means any improvement, especially in deep-set spots, will naturally unfold over weeks, not days. The journey with the castor oil and sea salt paste is no different. Clinical studies and countless real-life stories show that most people begin to notice subtle lightening in their age spots after 10 to 14 days of consistent, nightly treatment. The changes are rarely dramatic at first. Sometimes it's just a patch that seems a little softer, a spot that's lost its hard edge, or an area of skin that feels smoother to the touch. The real magic begins to show between 4 and 8 weeks. As you continue the nightly ritual, cleaning, preparing, and gently massaging in your castor oil paste, you'll see more noticeable fading. The darkest spots may look lighter, and your overall skin tone may become more even and clear. Some days, you might be convinced nothing is changing, and then one morning you'll catch your reflection and realize just how far you've come. Take the story of Frank Rodriguez, a retired teacher from Texas. After reading about the method online, Frank committed to trying it every night for 6 weeks. For the first couple of weeks, he couldn't see any change at all. His wife, Maria, encouraged him to keep going, suggesting he take a weekly photo in the same light to track his progress. By week 4, Maria pointed out that his darkest spots seemed to be softening and his hands looked healthier. By week 8, Frank was thrilled. He'd gained not only clearer skin but a sense of accomplishment and confidence he hadn't felt in years. Of course, each person's journey is unique. Age spots that have developed recently or sit closer to the skin surface may respond quickly, sometimes fading within a month. Deeper, older spots, especially those caused by decades of sun, can take longer, sometimes 2 or even 3 months before significant change becomes visible. Some folks may need to stick with the treatment for 12 weeks or more, and that's perfectly normal. Your skin has spent years building up these spots. It deserves a few months to heal and refresh itself. It's also common for improvement to happen in stages. Maybe the borders of a spot start to blur before the color itself fades. Maybe your skin becomes softer, brighter, or more hydrated before the darkest patches begin to lighten. These small changes are all signs that your efforts are working, even if the final result is still weeks away. Along the way, it's important to celebrate these wins, no matter how small. Taking a weekly photo can help you notice progress that's hard to see day by day. If you find yourself discouraged, reach out to others who've walked the same path. Many have found encouragement in online forums or local groups, sharing their stories and cheering each other on. Consistency is your greatest ally. The nightly ritual, even when you're tired or tempted to skip a day, is what builds real change over time. Skin responds to routine and gentle persistence, not to hurried, heavy-handed efforts. If you miss a night, don't worry. Just get back on track the next day. The most important thing is to keep going, trusting the process and yourself. It's also wise to temper your expectations with kindness. There is no such thing as perfect skin, especially as we get older. Each mark, each spot, is part of your story, a testament to summers spent outdoors, afternoons in the garden, long walks with loved ones. The goal isn't to erase your life's history, but to help your skin reflect the energy, confidence, and self-care you bring to every new day. Remember, too, that results depend on your overall habits. Protect your skin from the sun, even indoors, and keep up your daily SPF routine. Stay hydrated, nourish your body with good food, and treat your skin with the same gentle care you'd give a cherished friend. As you look forward to clearer, more radiant skin, allow yourself to trust in slow progress and the quiet power of daily rituals. There is a special satisfaction in knowing you're tending to yourself with patience and understanding, the very same qualities that make life after 65 so rich and rewarding. So, give yourself time, embrace the journey, and know that, with each day of mindful care, you're not just transforming your skin, you're honoring your story and investing in your well-being, one gentle step at a time. Looking back on this journey, it's clear that caring for our skin is about so much more than appearances. It's about honoring the years we've lived, the lessons we've learned, and the small daily rituals that bring us comfort and hope. Each age spot and every wrinkle is a reminder of moments spent in the sunshine, laughter shared with loved ones, and all the paths we've walked. But it's never too late to show ourselves a little more kindness. With a bit of patience, a pinch of nature's wisdom, and the right touch, we really can support our skin as it heals and brightens, step by gentle step. If there's one thing this castor oil and sea salt remedy teaches us, it's that sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones, waiting quietly in our kitchens, ready for us to rediscover. It's not about chasing youth, but about embracing each new day with confidence and care. By giving your skin the attention it deserves, you're not only fading those dark spots, but also reclaiming the joy of looking in the mirror and recognizing the vibrant person you are. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you learn today that inspired you to try something new or see yourself in a different light? Share your thoughts and your experiences in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story might be just what someone else needs to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing gentle, practical tips and encouragement to seniors across America. Here's to your health, your happiness, and the beautiful journey ahead.